Get cozy, everybody, because they will continue on the game called Danganronpa Double Cross, the beginning of the Spare Plan HD. Where were we? We were beginning the trial. Right. Cool. Let me just check my truth bullets. Let me recall the stuff. Okay, let's begin. Trial in session. Am I recording right? Let me see. Looks like I'm recording properly. Audacity looks good. This is gonna be a long trial. First, let's start with a brief explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, we'll discuss who the culprit is. The result of the trial will be determined by your votes. If the correct bracket is chosen, only they will be punished, but if you choose the wrong one, then everyone besides the blackened will be punished, and then they will be allowed to leave the school. Now then, let's get started. Wait, what's that studying over there? Why is Mondo's photo on this place? That's right, Mondo was your friend. Even if he's dead, we should still respect him as a spirit. How dare you make such insults? Do you have at least some kind of respect? It was you guys who killed him, though. Got us. It happened because of you in the first place. I apologize, Mr. Awada, I'm so sorry. I lack dedication, that's why you ended up like this. What's the point of thinking about the mistakes now? I think it would be better that you focus on the trial that's in front of you now. Even if you say to talk about the trial, I don't know how to continue. Gosh, alright, since you guys are beginners to the class trial, I could give you a paw. First of all, let's clean this mess up. Think about the overall of this case. Hey, so it's time to organize this whole thing. If that's the case, you can leave it to Ibuki. I don't know if Ibuki will do a good job. I should listen to her first. It's now time to explain the non-stop debate. The non-stop debate begins with the discussion sets in motion. Each of the characters will speak without stopping. During the discussion, there are statements you can agree with and statements you can refute scattered around. You can agree with someone by shooting the blue statements. You can refute someone by shooting yellow statements. However, fake refute statements and fake agree statements exist, so think things through. If the bullet relates to the current discussion, you can either agree or refute a statement. To fire the equipped truth bullets, press spacebar or Z key to fire. To swap between truth bullets, press the shift key. Again? Why do people like using the shift fucking key? Do you know sticky keys exist and that's fucking annoying to deal with? I mean, yeah, I could just turn it off, but why shift? Why not X? Why not C? Why not A? Why not S? Why not D? Of all the fucking millions of buttons on a keyboard, why the fucking shift key? Just a pet peeve of mine. It just annoys me. You could use other keys, but why the fucking shift key? God damn it. Convenient my ass isn't a good enough excuse to use the shift key. Because of the fast motion skill, you can fast forward by pressing the D key. Okay, so now I can press the D key. Good. The D key is used to skip scenes that you have already seen, so you can view them quickly. One last thing, you can use the mouse while clicking or arrow keys to move the crosshair. Now, I wish you luck. Fine. Right, non-stop debate. Start. Monokuma file number 1. I'm sure the cases needs to be sorted out properly. Then looks like a bad case, but Ibuki will try. Yesterday there was a commotion. Eventually Mondi was found in the warehouse. That after one day passed, then in the morning we found Mondi's body. Spears went stab. Yeah, that is true. You don't have to sound it like that. Anyway, Mondi was found when he died this morning. He didn't die this morning. He died he died at night. Mondo's time of death, that might be a clue. Time of death was in that. Skip, 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 skip. Got him. Nice music. No, Mondo wasn't killed this morning. Remember, the Monokuma file has the time of death written in it. There you are. Victim Mondo Owada. Time of death 9:50 p.m. Also, since it was late as night, What? Since it was late that night, it would be near impossible to commit the crime without being seen by the nighttime watch. Although, how about the crime happened before the nighttime watch started? Also, my autopsy results also say that the time of death was not today. Considering body temperature and stiffness after death, it can be said that he died at least half a day ago. If we were to look at the Monokuma file, this problem would have been solved easily. Was there something like that? I swear that your eyes are only for decoration. Was this a waste of time? Can you all wait a moment? Saika, you have been shaking for a while. Will you be able to continue the trial like this? That's right, if it was that shocking, you might faint. Or maybe she's just acting. Acting? I know why you're doing this. You're doing this to gain everyone's favor. So you're acting shocked like you aren't the killer. Oh, that's low. I mean, that is also a possibility. Since you're a famous idol, wearing a mask shouldn't be that hard. Indeed, if you think about it, it all makes sense. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I have no choice but to point this out. I have to do this because all of our lives are at stake. In that sense, let me ask you. Is that figure really wearing a forbidden mask? I don't know, Please don't mind me. Huh? What? All that we are trying to do is help you. Maybe. Yeah? Why are you muttering to yourself? Really? Is that so? I guess there's something that he wants to point out. Then tell us, Gundam. Please tell us what you know. Well, if you're so curious about this body's guess. When I saw one of my four dark devils of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk Jum P, I suddenly recalled something. There are already clues that point towards the killer at the crime scene. You mean the hair? Huh? There are clues that point towards the killer? Gundam said that there are clues that point towards the killer. Yeah, he just said that. Yeah, thanks a lot for pointing that out, genius. I never would have known if you haven't pointed that out. Hold on, was there anything at the scene that could be a clue? Let's see. Non-stop debate again. A clue pointing towards the killer. Gundam, which one is it? Did you find something weird? Maybe they left a fingerprint somewhere? How would they even collect that? Maybe Sayaka's reaction is the clue. Were there any traces of the killer at the scene? Yep. I don't know, man. Isn't this pointless to guess? A clue pointing towards the culprit. You must be talking about something that was left near the body. A clue. Gundam, which one is it? Maybe fingerprint? No. Uh-oh. Oh no. I was too late. It's too slow. Morning, neighbors dog. What are you barking at now? Yeah, I agree with that. Are you saying that the hair at the crime scene is the evidence? That points to the killer? What are you talking about all of a sudden? That hair at the crime scene is hair we shed. No, the problem that's present is that among us, that hair belongs to her. Her hair? In other words, she could very well be the culprit. What do you mean she? Who are you talking about? Aren't you a little too excited? Her hair being at the scene of the crime is suspicious. That the person Gundam is pointing to is... Ta-da! But let's look at each sprite first. Cool, cool, cool. You know, Celeste, I remember seeing my sister play Danganronpa first, Trigger Happy Havoc on the PSP. I was like, first time I saw Celeste, I was like, what is this fashion and why does it look so cool? Yeah, Celeste is like my introduction to gothic fashion. I'm like, wow, awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Small, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, let's go for Sayaka. This side. Sayaka Maizono. You're suspicious of her because it's her hair, right? Me? That's my hair? How is that suspicious? Are you saying that Sayaka's hair shouldn't be at the crime scene? You still don't get it? After the body was discovered, she had a different reaction than us. Her abrupt reaction. Sayaka's abrupt reaction? Right, the reason why Sayaka's hair at the scene of the crime is suspicious because her sudden action was... let's see. Sayaka running out of the warehouse. Is it because Sayaka ran away from the warehouse as soon as the body was discovered? Ran away? What does that have to do with her hair? You're truly a foolish man. Let me explain it to you. Her escape means that she did not stay at the crime scene for long. But at the scene, a significant number of her hair was found. Oh. There's only one thing that can explain this. It means that you have already entered the warehouse. No, wait, I never... So you're saying that Sayaka is the culprit? There's no way that's true. That's right, Sayaka cannot be the culprit. It's all nonsense. There's no way that Sayaka, who is so considerate, would commit murder. Oh my, are you actually serious? But it has only been 3 days since we met in this place. Yeah, she's right. In a situation like this, where you can change how you act according to interest, well, that sounds sophisticated. So please stop using that line of thinking. That's true, but it feels wrong to only accuse her with hair. Celeste's words are not exactly wrong. We only known each other for 3 days. Considering the current situation, anyone could commit murder, so the culprit can be all of us. Anyway, it's true that Sayaka is suspicious, so there is a chance that she's the culprit. Wait, what? What do you want? I was gonna disagree. Wait. Did it hang? Well, that sucks. Did it really hang though? Oh, fuck. Really, dude? Yeah, it stopped. That sucks. Fuck. Gotta do that again. Okay, we're here now. God damn it. Please don't do it again. There you go. It worked. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I thought I was gonna crash again. So you're saying that Sayaka is the culprit because of her hair being at the crime scene. That hair could have fallen there on the first day during the investigation. Well, that is a possibility, but remember what was found next to the body in the middle of the warehouse. You think that the person who was scared to see a dead body is the killer? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's just a possibility. What's the possibility? Do you really think someone like Sayaka committed a murder in the first place? If you just let me fucking finish, you you asshole. The hair just happened to be there by chance. It's all a coincidence. Are you surprised by my hair's sudden argument? No, I was surprised by the sudden fucking crash. During the class trial, some people will object against the main protagonist's remark. The so-called rebuttal showdown will begin. So-called. This is a minigame where you can cut down everything the other person is saying, keep the initiative. Oh, fuck. Adjust the angle to cut by pressing the direction keys. Left and right. Press the X key to cut the other person's remarks. Okay, X. Number of cuts is limited. That's bullshit. It is important to make sure that you destroy the other person's remarks. The cut rate is more relaxed than expected, so it doesn't have to fit exactly. While maintaining the initiative, your opponent will spit out weak points. If this is a clue and it contradicts the clue you have, press the Z key to refute. Okay, so Z is the truth bullet. God damn it, motorcycle, I'm reading a tutorial right now. Shut up. Z key to refute. Yeah. You can change truth blades again with the shift key. God damn it. If the initiative remains ambiguous, a dual event will begin. Smash buttons time. Ah, hooray. I love smashing one specific button until it wears out. Thus making me buy a new pair of keyboard. A new set. Just a new keyboard. That's all. Cut all remarks with the X key and cut all your remarks with the Z key that are contradictory. Great. The battle showdown. Start. White cloth, bloodstain on handle, Monokuma file. Let's see. If you simply think you... Oh, fuck. About it, the hair... Oh, wait, not fuck. X may have fallen out. When I come from the warehouse, so this is just a coincidence. This shifted to the other side. I need to tread with caution to make sure that the initiative doesn't shift to the other side. Right. If you simply think about it, the hair may have fallen out when Sayaka ran to the warehouse, so this is just coincidence. This is a bit difficult to claim. It's not just one or two that fell near the body, meaning it's highly likely that they did something. May have the... I can't read it. Any other clue? You're just yada yada. You're being harsh on Sayaka. Don't think there weren't other clues. If I use that, I should be able to refute my hero's words. Just simply think about the hair. May have fallen out. Counter argument. It's a bit difficult to claim. It's not just one or two that fell near the body, meaning it's highly likely that they did something. Oops. There you go. I should be able to refute this if I use another piece of evidence. Didn't I use it though? Okay. You simply think about it, the hair falling out. Alright, the bloodstain on the handle. Highly likely it did something. Cool.
I'll cut through those words.
Got him. No, that's wrong. I have another clue that points to her as the one who did this. Another clue? Another clue that Sayaka could be the culprit. It's this mark. No, wait, that dark stained spot is... Is that blood? What did you say? I don't know anything about that. Why is there blood under my dorm handle? Why is blood in there? Well, it's like some got there when you went back to your room after committing the crime. You must have been in a hurry since you have so many traces. No, I'm not. It's not me. There's no way a killer would confess easily, but seeing her like this, I don't think she's the culprit. Even so, if you look at all the evidence we found, it's no surprise that we suspect Sayaka. However, our doubts won't go away with just sympathy. That's right, all of our lives are at stake in this trial. We mustn't let our emotions get the better of us. Can I save before the crashing begins again? Without reason and logic, the culprit will never be found. That is how this class trial works. Why is there no save? Why is there no ability to save whenever possible in these goddamn games? I hate these fan games. Hey everyone, let's discuss a bit more. I think it's too much to blame Sayaka based on what we know. Besides, the trial started a few moments ago. I believe we shouldn't vote yet. Yeah, that's right. I still want to trust you, Sayaka. There has to be something we missed. Besides, if we vote the wrong person, then it's all over. Yeah, they have a point. We still have a lot of time remaining. There might be clues we haven't dealt with. So there's no need to rush things. Okay, let's all think back and review what we got. There's nothing wrong with being careful. Great, that sounds nice. It can change the mood of the room a bit. Then everyone, let's talk about what happened this morning. It would be good to recap to see if we missed anything crucial. Well, if any of the fools here made a mistake, we would have noticed by now. Let's see, that means after gathering the dining hall, we start from there, right? But I skipped breakfast because Mondo's problem was important. Damn, it's no wonder why I'm starving. Okay, looks like we're gonna talk about what happened in today's meeting. I don't exactly remember what everyone said back then, but perhaps what we talked about can help in our current situation. It would be smart if I listen to their words. Let's go listen to them words. Mika's testimony, what cloth. Now let's go back to the meeting morning, okay? No, I cannot see the truth bullets, Mondo, because of him I skipped breakfast. Well, as usual, there was and about the report, there was nothing strange at all. Next, the secret watch is voting. Yes, we decided to continue without Mondo after the voting, the curtains of the cafe were removed. We went to the warehouse where Mondo was. So did anyone notice which part is particularly something? Wait, there was nothing special? You mean that visual novel? I didn't like that visual novel. It's so unfortunately boring. Wasn't there something about Sayaka? Let's go back to the morning meeting. That early morning. Skip breakfast. Oh, there was the usual meeting about the report. Yes, there was.
No, that's wrong.
Hang on, Kazuichi, there was something unusual. Huh? There was? The night watch, don't you remember those strange things? I didn't realize at the time, but now that I think about it, it's very suspicious. Suspicious? Which one? Think back to the morning meeting. Recall the conversation between Gundam and Sayaka. A report from our night watch. Still, if there was anything unusual... Well, except for the fact that I came over a little late because I overslept. What? That's negligence from the first get-go. That should never happen. I'm sorry, everyone. Also, Gundam told me something during the investigation. What happened? Let me tell you. The promise was that before commencing the nighttime watch, we would meet at my private room. It was supposed to happen at 10 o'clock, the check-in time of the nighttime watch. I waited for around 10 minutes, but she never arrived. I decided to head to her room and knocked on the door. However, she forgot that it was her turn for the night watch and overslept. Did you notice? It's pretty strange, right? You're right, that's very strange. Mother's time of death is 9:50 p.m. At 10 p.m. she was late for the night watch. Is it because of the crime? What? That has to be it. It explains why your hair was at the crime scene, because it fell on its own during your tussle. Then the promise of coming to this body's private room. Was the purpose of the promise to keep this body in their private room? That's not true. No, I can't believe it, but it's so blatantly suspicious. There we go. The excuse that this is all coincidence won't work here. If we talk more, will only prove the charges against Sayaka. So what should we do? Do we vote Sayaka as the culprit? Hold on, remember the possibility of Sayaka being innocent isn't zero. I don't want to accuse her of being the culprit just because of coincidences. As long as the rules still say if you vote wrong, everyone will be executed, we don't need to be hasty. As Meyer said, if we aren't 100% sure, we should vote at the very end. For Sayaka, for everyone, the discussion cannot end here. Yeah. Of course it shouldn't. I know, I don't like being pressured either. Hey Monokuma, we want more time, you got a problem with that? Snore, snore. Huh? Are you all ready to vote? All of our lives on the line, you're sleeping? Let's leave Monokuma alone. It's better to continue by ourselves. Is it okay to just ignore him? I mean, he's right there. In that regard, should we continue the trial? Then, I have one question. Even with all the evidence against her, is it possible for Sayaka to beat and kill Mondo? Because the difference in physique is too great. If anything, it would be the opposite in this case. That's right, I didn't even think about that. I see the difference in weight class is certainly there. But the thing is, weight classes aren't everything. Heck, I'm sorry. During fights, you don't sneak behind people either. Stop it before she starts crying. I'm sorry, I had no choice but to compare this to sports. You're knowledgeable about this, human. The bloody battlefield is not a ring. Since there is no referee, you're able to use cowardly moves. Remember, there is no cheating in nature. So you're saying there was a surprise attack? Well, if you hit me while I'm sleeping, that's more than enough. CH1. I wonder, are you thinking of that surprise attack? No. That still means that anyone could be the culprit. That still means that Miss Saika could still be the culprit. In the end, it all leads to the same result. Damn it, we aren't making any progress. We keep going in circles. That's understandable without damning evidence. Damning. D-A-M-N. Evidence, it's natural that we can't reach the answer easily. However, it doesn't make sense to vote for Saika, who aren't even sure with our lives on the line. So in order to overcome the situation, looks like we are stuck. We have arrived at a deadlock. We're just wasting our time. Without any actual evidence, we won't be able to continue. Although we haven't reached a dead end yet, there's only one suspicious person. I'm sorry, Saika, but if things don't change, there's only one answer. I guess I have no choice but to admit it. You're all weak human beings, ready to give up at any time. Why did you say the only thing different from us is our mental worlds? That's petty. Could an ignorant be blind to it? Let me tell you something to the blind ones. Now, Celeste, show these mortals the physical evidence you have. Physical evidence? Oh my, physical evidence? Don't you dare back down, Celeste, for I have witnessed it. The item that you brought from Saika's room. In my room? Well, it seems my precious card was exposed. Your precious card? I wanted to reveal it in a more dire situation, but alas, I can't help it. You're doing this on purpose. Now then, can you all please gather around? The beginning of this game starts now. A bloody cloth? Is that a physical evidence? Hey Celeste, how the hell did you find that? Oh, it's all thanks to Sato. Me? Oh my, what are you doing with that hair? Did you notice anything? Well, everyone's hair was spread all over the ground. I was trying to look at it in more detail. Everyone's hair. If that's the case, then that's strange. Why is everyone's hair in the ground? Maybe it could be an important clue. Oh, I see. You must have been suspicious of Saika ever since then. So I headed to Saika's dorm to investigate. What's more, the door wasn't locked. Are you saying Saika wasn't there? That's right, Saika definitely wasn't there. When I went to visit her, I didn't get a response. We were told by Banakuma that she was crying at the entrance hall. Oh, so she was there instead. That must be why I was able to investigate Saika's room. That's when I found it in the trash can. Saika threw it in the trash can? Wait, why wait to reveal something so important now? Also, one more thing. The order may know the identity of this cloth. Do we know the identity of that cloth? Then the white cloth could only be... white cloth could be the missing curtain. However, 3 curtains were found, so there's that one missing curtain. This one? Oh, cool. I get it. That must be the missing cafeteria curtain, right? Missing curtain from the cafe? What do you mean? Well, the total number of curtains in the cafeteria are in fact 4 curtains. So far, we only found 3 curtains. So after everything, there was still one missing, so I thought it was related to the case. The fact that it's around is Saika's trash can. Saika's the culprit is what you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about. Can't believe you brought that evidence to the trial. At this point, you might as well confess. It looks like your time is beginning to expire. Boss, you had to hurry up and clean quickly because of her nighttime partner. You must have gotten stayed after the stabbing while she was cleaning up. If only Gundam visited Saika's room, he would have noticed her not there. In other words, there is an alibi problem. So she wiped the blood on her hands in her room and had no choice but to throw the cloth out in her trash can. Now how about it, my hero? The evidence and timing all line up, right? That is, it's obvious that Saika's being framed. There's so many evidence against her, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, I don't believe Saika did that. I think it was someone else. I'm still thinking who could have done it. I don't have enough, I have a theory, but I don't have enough evidence to back it up. I'm just saying it because I don't know. I can't help but admit it now. Since such physical evidence was revealed, it's just too obvious that there's so many evidence against Saika. It's just ridiculous. If that's the case, who is Saika with? Gundam? Celeste? Yeah, who else? Yeah, it's one of the two. In the end, this is how it is. Oh, is it really, Miss Sayaka? Your guys, your guys' reasoning? It can't be true. No, no, no. It's really not. Why doesn't anyone believe me? Because you can't, you can't defend for yourself. I know you're afraid of anything, but if you can't get a decent argument from me, I don't know, man. Sorry. It's hard to see Sayaka like this. Yeah, it is. I like Sayaka, even though a lot of people hate her. This is such bullshit. I like her because she was the one who started with the fucking, she was the one who started all of this. If she hadn't done what she did, then what are we gonna have? Just a slice of life visual novel where ultimates are gathered around in one school and they're like, yo, what up, fellas? Or just interact with each other. That's not what Danganronpa is all about. It's all about the murder mystery shit. But that's not all there is. It's about making the players fall in love with the characters and then putting them in a murder mystery situation. So therefore, it would have a much more impact if one of them dies because, oh my god, that was my favorite. Why'd you have to kill him? That kind of response. And that's what I like about Danganronpa. It's hard to see Sayaka like this. Sayaka is so kind. Yeah, she is. Is she really the person who killed Mondo? No, I don't think so. It's too obvious. She's not. Is it okay for us to believe that and vote? No. So we really vote for Sayaka like this? I said no, god damn it. I'm sorry everyone, I cannot do this. What are you gonna do, run away? Sonia? I just can't believe any of this. I can't believe Sayaka is so very kind is the culprit. Yeah, it's bullshit, right? There's no way I can believe that. Oh my, Miss Sonia. I'm begging you. Let's discuss this one more time, everyone. Then I promise I will follow your decision. That's not how I spell decision. So please trust Sayaka one more time. Miss Sonia. I just don't know. Did you hear all that? Let's follow what Miss Sonia said. There's no need to hurry for every minute or second of our lives, unless the time limit is almost there. But let's discuss until everyone is convinced. Isn't that how it is for all of us? Well, you do have a point, but... Fine, let's do it. I didn't mean to vote like that because I hate it here. Thank you, everyone. Looks like my stubbornness couldn't be beaten. You humans have the virtue of mercy, so you can't help it. I'm so glad. I was so worried that we might vote like this. Because of Leon, we began to hurry up. Don't say that, people would think I forced you. Then let's do as what Sonia says and continue the discussion once again. In that sense, Sonia, can you please lead us into the next topic of discussion? Yes, it's fine. It was me who pushed us to keep discussing. In order to see if Sayaka really is the culprit, I would like to go over the series of events. Because if she is not the culprit, we might have missed something peculiar. So let's begin the discussion. Did you hear all that? We got Miss Sonia's order. It's time to follow her orders. This relationship is like a military relationship. Anyway, let's think about before the incident happened. First of all, the culprit must have went to the cafeteria to get the things needed for the crime. They needed to get 2 curtains that were used and left at the crime scene. Then the killer moved the oak barrels and went into the warehouse where Mondo was trapped inside. With that, there's only one problem, which is Mondo. How can you catch him by surprise if he was pissed off? That is difficult based on that human's personality. He would have thrown his fist first. However, with the power of this body, it would have been an easy feat. No, you wouldn't have to be on guard in the first place. He must have been sleeping in the warehouse. Would he really have slept so peacefully there? You sound quite confident, Kazuichi. Could you be hinting at something? And that's just how it is. Mother was that kind of guy. You guys don't know it, but I did my own warehouse investigation. Oh, you're gonna admit it already? What? You mean you broke that rule too? Kazuichi, why are you revealing that secret so suddenly? I didn't do it on purpose. At first I was half threatened and half forced to help. But since I was already helping him, I decided to keep helping him until the end. You have told us your sins, Kazuichi. This level of honesty calls for a disciplinary committee. Especially in a dark and suspicious situation like this, it's even more unacceptable. Can you at least let the guy finish first? Explain? Yeah, you said it perfectly, Kiyotaka. Do you think we are following the rules for no reason? Keeping secrets from us is too much. Don't you remember the commotion that happened a few days ago? Of course, you didn't know something like that would happen, but things could have been different if you would have told us. Until that incident, I thought I was doing good. I'm so sorry, everyone. Kazuichi. Hey everyone, I helped Mondo as well. Oh, there we go. Big Brother also broke the rules too? Are you bullshitting us? It's funny hearing that from a little girl. Like, imagining that coming from a kid. It's like, hey there, motherfucker. Kids say the darndest thing is fucking hilarious. Well, that's because I thought the plan wouldn't cause any problems. I should have told you all earlier. I'm sorry. So you guys broke the rules as group. Are we the only ones who obeyed the rules? Everyone also knew about the plan. You too, Chihiro? So please don't blame just the two of them. That's interesting. An unexpected trio helped Mondo. Keep it down, neighbors, dog. That's interesting. An unexpected trio helped Mondo. It's no use crying over spilt milk. So I think this trial, which our lives are at stake, must come first. In that sense, in the foreseeable future, I will refrain from such deviant behavior. I'm sorry, everyone. Anyways, Gundam said the trial comes first. Now back to the main topic. Now, Kazuichi, can you tell us why you were so sure that Mondo was sleeping in the warehouse? Before I answer that, yesterday's incident was actually... all that happened was Mondo's plan. Huh? It was all Mondo's plan? Well, if you were locked inside the warehouse, you can search without any interruptions. The extra P there. So, since the incident happened early in the morning, he was probably investigating all day. Then, due to his personality, he must have wasted all his energy investigating all day. Even when I stretch and sleep, that's nothing weird for me. Well, while also snoring loudly. Then Mondo was completely defenseless? Because of that, the culprit was able to win against Mondo. It would have been possible to stab him with the spears. Good, everything is making sense and the flow of the discussion is going well. It was wrong to keep the warehouse investigation a secret, but it helped us solve a problem. All that ends well. I'm sorry. Well then, why did the culprit wrap him inside the curtain? Maybe it was to cover his scary face? No, you can see his face though. Boo, I'm sure I would have done that. You're so dumb. Did you forget what the crime scene looked like? What the scene looked like? Think before you get back to me. Think! Yeah. The curtain is also pierced by the spear. So the culprit must have covered him with the curtains, then stabbed him. Now that I hear it, I remember. I wonder why the culprit wrapped him in the curtain and stabbed him. Wait a minute, did the culprit really wrap him up, then stab him? Is it really like that, the bloody curtain found in Sayaka's room? Maybe it's that curtain that makes this whole crime weird. But it shouldn't be hard to figure it out. Because there's only one reason to stab him after wrapping him with the curtain. Because it was a woman. Didn't want to waste the curtain to prevent blood splashing. It's too close to prevent blood from splashing while stabbing. Yeah. You got it. Why the curtain was wrapped before the stabbing? Maybe it's to prevent blood from splashing when stabbing him. Yeah. To prevent blood from splashing? Yeah, were you not listening? It saves time and it's convenient for the culprit. And in reality, if you stab him after wrapping the curtain around him, the problem of blood splattering is now gone. Double T for the splattering word. That's right, that's why your previous reasoning was wrong. Must have gotten stained after the stabbing while she was cleaning up. If only Gundam visited Sayaka's room, he would have noticed her not there. In other words, there's an alibi problem. So she wiped the blood on her hands in her room, had no choice but to throw the clot out in her trash can, right? What do you think, everyone? That doesn't make sense, right? For it to make sense, the curtain could have been stained on purpose, then was brought to her room. That's something she shouldn't do if she was the culprit. Yeah. I see, then there must be another reason. Looks like we need to examine the curtain again. If Sayaka didn't clean herself, there must have been some artificial blood stain somewhere. And if that's the case, we might be able to see if it was platted or not. Also, if there are out-of-place blood stains, we can guess what object it came from. Great, let's look for that right now. Another step to prove Sayaka innocent. Double N and single C. First, I need to find blood stains that are different, blood stains that are unique compared to the other stains. The strange thing about this curtain is spot selection. Let's see. The weird thing about this cloth is that there's blood on it. Well, this one looks out of place. Wait, really? Cool. Right here, the bloodstains look unnatural. It looks like something has been wiped off here. It kind of looks like something was cleaned that resembles a small blade. A small blade? You mean a knife? It's the complete opposite of my blade, right? What? You shouldn't be saying that. Alright, let us now find out what this short blade actually is. Among the things that are inside the school, what are some things that it could be? You mean a knife? It's time to find the answer, everyone. You mean a knife? Something that resembles a short blade, a knife. Something you can get into school, a knife. I feel like I already know what a knife. I feel like I already know what it is. I need to think about it more. Like how to release bloodstains like that. A knife, god damn it. Okay, from now let me explain Hangman's Gambit. Oh great, another minigame for me to love and cherish. Hangman's Gambit is a minigame where you must answer a specific question with the floating letters or words. The letters or words appear randomly coming from both sides. You must piece together the answers starting from the first letter or word. Aim at the letter or word, then press the Z key to detonate it. However, there are some factors that hinder this. Those factors are the lights. Because the lights are always up, you cannot see what letters you are detonating. The lights turn on around every 6 seconds, but that's hard to rely on just that. By using the shift key, you can illuminate the dark with your own light. Of course, it will use some of your concentration, but it will regen with time, so use when you need to. If you choose the wrong letter or word, your health drops by 1. If your health drops to 0, you will not be able to regenerate your concentration, so be careful. That's it, use the shift key to light up the board or detonate with the Z. Wish you luck. Okay, let's go. Hangman's Gambit, Flash Anagram, start. What? Do it again. There's a knife here. Looking for something. So that's a knife. That went nowhere. It must be a specific knife or something. Where the fuck is it? Ah, there we go. Kitchen. I just need the word knife. There you go. Kitchen knife. It has to be a specific knife. A knife from the kitchen.
That must be it.
Got it. Cool. Complete. Oh, I got it. I know what object left that certain bloodstain. A kitchen knife. That's what made the bloodstain. Wait. Kitchen knife, so that means Taro. A kitchen knife? Yeah, you. It certainly looks like to be a kitchen knife, but out of the blue, why say it's that? The murder weapon is a spear, not a kitchen knife. Also, a kitchen knife was never found at the crime scene. I was hoping for an item that points to a certain person, but there's no way the bloodstain was left there by chance. So even if you say the appearance of a kitchen knife is out of nowhere, you can't just ignore it and move on. Who says it's not the tip of the spear that was wiped off? If that's the case, I have something to ask Taro. Huh? From me? Were you in the kitchen all day? Ah, there we go. Did you ever see someone who acted weird enter the kitchen? Wait. Remember in the cafeteria there was Leon and Ibuki? Well, I didn't see anyone like that. You should have told us this when you realized the kitchen knife was the weapon, you idiot. There must be some evidence that the kitchen knife was used. Again, where they are coming from, it's hard to determine the weapon on the bloodstain alone. So let's discuss if there's any evidence pointing towards the knife. Okay. Because Topsy, you mean when Mono got stabbed in the larynx? If it was blood came from the kitchen. Now the murder weapon is a knife, that's too big of a leap. Honestly, didn't say the weapons were there, so that was just a coincidence. The same goes for the scars. All stab wounds came from spears. Nope. Celeste. It looks like you said something in vain. If I use the evidence that I got from someone, I should be able to refute that claim. Care for the kitchen knife, too big of a leap. Honestly, just a coincidence. No. It did not.
No, that's wrong.
Not all stab wounds came from the spear. No, not all wounds are the same size. because you also have one deep, thin stab wound in the larynx. Larynx? I don't know. Huh? A deep, thin stab wound? Because should be able to agree with me on this. That it's not possible to leave a deep, thin wound with a spear. Yeah, that's right, there are wounds of different sizes. I thought something was strange about it too. Boo, obviously, there are round stab wounds made from the spears all around his body. For some reason, only the cuts near the larynx were very deep and thin. Was I saying larynx the whole entire time? God damn it. It's like he was stabbed by a scalpel-like blade. What? A scalpel-like blade? Alright, so what Sato said is true. Ah yeah, it's hard to follow all this, but looks like everything is being revealed one by one. But where does that get us? All we know is that the kitchen knife was used as the murder weapon. The culprit is a chef, Charo. Oh, I knew that. I say the culprit tried to mislead our thinking? Hey, don't look at me. Don't you find it strange, as Leon said, if it was you, then you wouldn't have to hide the kitchen knife. Also, you didn't have the chance to bring the curtain to hide the kitchen knife to your own dorm. Rather, that is what caused us to suspect Sayaka. Caused. In the first place, they used two types of weapons. One type was more than enough to commit murder. More than, THAN. But it's the fact that the culprit used two types of weapons. If Sayaka is the culprit, it wouldn't make any sense now, would it? You're missing a word, I think. So to prove this possibility, we need to find out the connection between the spears and the kitchen knife. The connection between the spears and the kitchen knife, yes, Hyoko, I didn't expect that coming from you repeating the same word that was just said. The connection is something you aren't able to see easily. Come on everyone, we can't just give up like this. Time has come to use all of our brain's power. So let's think about what it could be carefully. Right now I'm going to prove Sayaka's innocence. Yeah, I knew it, Sayaka is innocent. Right now is the first moment to uncover the real truth of this case. You must solve all the integral riddles related to this. So let's think about this. What was the kitchen knife and spear used for? Explain to you about Brain Drive. Brain Drive is a minigame where you answer questions and brings them together to form a new reasoning. The arrow keys allow you to speed up and change direction. Shift key lets you slow down time. After collecting the word fragments and completing the question, you must then answer the question. If you chose the wrong answer, your health will be reduced by 1. If you lose all your health, please remember that the slow motion gauge will no longer recover. In order to pick the correct answer, you must pick up Crash, the person on the correct side. I wish you luck. Alright. Brain Drive start. 2, 1. Culprit. Damn. Too fast. There you go. What did the culprit use a spear for? For what purpose, I think. Thinking time. For religious reasons. For what purpose did the culprit use it? Well, yeah, for the murder, of course, yeah. There you go. Isn't this cube from Mario Kart? Who was the one who saw the body and ran away from the scene? Is it Sayaka? Sayaka. Speed up. There you go. Decelerate. Sayaka. And then another one here. What did Sayaka do when she ran away? To her room, she ran away again. What did Sayaka discover? Clothing? Let's see. Ah, missed. I think it's a kitchen knife. Alright. Oh, fuck. I missed. Just by a hair. damn it. What did Sayaka do when she found the kitchen knife? I don't know if she fucking threw it away. Show the sisters, hide the kitchen knife and leave the room in a hurry. Show the sisters the kitchen knife and leave the room. Okay, cool. For Armando's murder, what did Sayaka do when she found the knife? Hide the kitchen knife and leave the room in a hurry. Cool. I see. Maybe the connection between the spears and the kitchen knife. Could it be some kind of induction device to create a certain situation? Some kind of induction device? Because remember, the fatal wound is stabbed with a kitchen knife, so there's no need to use a bundle of spears to stab him. In other words, the culprit did this to show their cruel side, especially to Sayaka, as she was the target. They wanted to show that to Sayaka? Think about it, right after we found the body. So there is a killer among us. I hate this. There's a killer among us. I can't take it anymore. I can't wait for your free time events and seeing you back to normal. At the time, Sayaka was terrified, ran away from the warehouse. What if that was the culprit's plan? The culprit's plan? It was a trap to induce her for she can run away to her dorm. Wait, now things are starting to fall into pieces now. Lucky for the culprit, that's exactly what she did. So are you saying that Sayaka fell for the killer's trap they intended? Well, if that's so, then the culprit's plan was only half successful. She said she ran to the entrance hall, not her dorm. No, Sayaka must have already stopped by her dorm because the entrance to her dorm was open. Thanks for that, I was able to discover the bloody curtain. Also, if this reasoning is true, holy fuck, what an unbelievable set of lucky coincidences. It could also explain why she left her room again. According to the reasoning we have so far, the kitchen knife was used in the crime, right? But the knife was never found. Also, Sayaka was also at the entrance hall for some reason. In other words, Sayaka who left the warehouse and ran to her room. Are you saying that Sayaka found the kitchen knife? That's right, ever since finding it, she knew something was wrong. She was being framed. So she ran out of her room to hide the knife. She wanted to make sure it wasn't discovered during the investigation. Hold on, why did she only try to hide only the kitchen knife? If I was in her shoes, I would have hidden the curtain too. Of course, she would have done that if it was possible, but the possibility was shattered by the culprit. Yeah, I already know the answer to this, because Sayaka is, it was already in the trash can, nothing would change if they hide it. Was it the cloth already in the trash can? Just drank some tea there.
I got it.
You got it. She didn't throw it. She didn't throw it out because the curtain was in the trash. So the kitchen knife was placed somewhere the Sayaka would see, and the bloody curtain was hidden in the trash to be found by us. In the end, it all went according to the killer's plan. We were all fooled by the culprit? What's next? Did the culprit gather Sayaka's hair and scatter it around the body? Besides, the bloodstains on her doorknob seemed to be placed by the culprit. All this just to frame her? What a disgraceful person. However, the problem now is how the culprit placed the knife and the bloody curtain in her dorm. If you can't explain it, then your reasoning is wrong. That's true, this reasoning is based off if it can be brought in. Then it's decided, everyone. The next topic to discuss is how to bring it in. Now that we come this far, let's keep going down this line of reasoning to the end. Okay, how to bring in evidence into our private room. No matter what, I have no choice but to cover the answer, to get even a bit closer to the truth. Now I'll explain some additional mechanics about the non-stop debate. Starting from this non-stop debate, bullet scan will be available. Okay, after aiming the yellow remark, press the X key to scan. If you press the X key while aiming at the yellow remark, the color of the bullet changes and you will scan that remark. Okay, I can press the X key, okay. To scan bullets, you must find the contradictory remarks and destroy the right one. The only remarks that can be scanned are all yellow marks. When scanning, only scanned bullets can be fired. Once you have the bullet scanned, the bullet will not disappear from the cylinder until being fired. Think you can refute a certain statement with the bullets you have. Just scan remarks that are relevant to the topic and shoot at specific remarks to refute them. I wish you luck. Let me just drink. Okay, let's go. Okay. The bloody girl must find in her room. Because Sayaka is the culprit. If she is not, then there is no reason for bloody curtains to be found there. Now try to break this being's argument. Can't think of it, that's true. Only curtain just appearing there is weird. An empty gap must have been used, right? Empty gap? Through the door, no. Wait, that's too big for a knife. Well, India, you can't refute this. Empty gap? Just a while ago, if I use that person's words, I should be able to refute Gundam. Bloody curtain. Sayaka's the culprit. There's none, there is no reason to be there. Don't make this argument. Ah, finally. I'm gonna cut out some parts there. Ah, what Mihiro said, that might be possible. Yes, while Sayaka was away from her room, the culprit brought the items in the room. That's because Sayaka was part of the last night's nighttime watch, right? So there was a chance around that time. That said, the more times you went to the bathroom, the more opportunities you have. Alas, that's right. Actually, in the first day, Sonia went to the bathroom often and for a while. It wasn't that often. I was simply washing my face to stay awake. Anyway, if you don't miss that time frame, the culprit has the opportunity to bring in the items. But this trick is possible to pull off. This culprit is so rude. You're telling me that they entered her room when she was at the bathroom? Wait. Then that leaves with only one person then, huh? The culprit is someone despicable even before they killed. They only used the bathroom as an example, but anyway. There's nothing you need to worry about. Here we encourage a healthy killing school life. I will put a stop to any unhealthy behavior. We're going to stop both genders. Then, is everything all clear now? Sayaka is the culprit, isn't she? Right? That's right, Sayaka is the culprit because she is a manly guy. A victim.
I got it.
Yeah, she is a victim. We only see her as a victim who was framed by the real culprit. I see, with this, Sayaka has now been proven innocent. That's right, Sayaka wouldn't do all this. That's a relief, Sayaka. Now there's nothing to be worried about, right? But Sayaka must have been so scared and hurt. Since she's not the culprit but accused so much. We couldn't help but do that. We were all doing our best for the truth, right? I'm really sorry, Sayaka. So if you're angry, it's okay to release it. I've told you all several times. That's how I spell several. I'm not the culprit. So how come you did not all believe me? What did I do wrong? Well, the culprit was great at framing you, so we had no choice but to accuse you at first, and because we're all just human. But yeah, we are right from jumping to conclusions early. Sayaka. It's a class trial. I can't stand this anymore. All of you, please leave me alone. Is something wrong with Sayaka? Are you stupid or something? Were you not here during the entire class trial? Everyone was ganging up on her. Of course she's gonna be fucking angry. Hello, Esther Sayaka, can you hear me? It seems the shock was too great. It seems she's showing signs of depression. It's because of you guys! All these processes must have been a huge ordeal. Of course it is a huge ordeal for her. You were all ganging up on her. What the fuck? However, we cannot do anything right now. The class trial is in session. Double S for the word session. That's right. First of all, we have to find the culprit so we can all survive. I feel so sorry for her, but we have to continue the discussion, everyone. Even so, out of all this, we haven't gotten anywhere. We have been talking for so long. That's right. The only thing we found out is that the killer framed Sayaka. I don't even know where to start again. Yeah, in the end, we are right back to square one. The only thing we learned from all of this is that Sayaka was framed by the killer, and that's an important thing to know. We haven't found any clues that directly point towards the killer so far. So once again, we need to continue this discussion. Well, yeah. Can't help but wonder, can we really find the culprit? If we don't, we can if you don't ask that question. Oh, thank God. Can I save, please? Please. Can I save, please? Fuck these gays that don't give me the option to save. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Wait, what? No, I wanna end it. I got things to do today, so I think I'm gonna end it right here. Tomorrow's gonna be the continuation of the class trial, so yeah. Danganronpa Double Cross Trial Part 1. If you want to try the game for yourselves, the links are in the description. The translators are also in the description. Please thank them thank them a lot, because if it wasn't for them, if this game wouldn't be possible. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.